Countdown, action.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the start of the RBC Canadian Open Regional Qualifier video. We have just pulled out of the parking lot at Albany Country Club, making our way back to Montreal. About 3.5 hours to go. Hopefully get home at about 9 o'clock, get a good night's sleep, get right back at her tomorrow. We're just shy of about halfway home right now. Just reflecting on today's round, the US Open round, and thinking about what I have to do going into tomorrow's round. All the issues I had today were mental. I show up, didn't really miss a shot warming up on the driving range. Then I get onto the course and it's basically as if I don't trust myself, don't trust my swing. To a certain extent, don't trust my talent. So the goal for tomorrow really just has to be to just let go and just swing and just play the game and see what happens with it. Basically tradition as a Canadian, always stop and fill up with gas right before you cross the border.
Don't know what this is.
That's really strange. If anybody has any idea what that is, let us know in the comments, please, because we have no clue. Now?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Look at you. You're on top of things. All right, we made it home. 9:40, I believe. Not too bad. A couple stops. Gas, food. Roxanne has the bladder of a 3-year-old, so a couple pee stops.
Hey, one.
So yeah, home. Made reasonably good time. I unload the car, and then I'm going to bed. Because I haven't figured out what time I got to get up in the morning, but I'm gonna have to get up early to get my body warm after the last few days and the drive home. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, guys. Tuesday, May 14th, just after 5:30 a.m. I am exhausted. Yesterday was long. It's a pretty brutal day. And then unfortunately get home last night, go to dig up my notes from the qualifier course for today. They've somehow gone missing. Now, I didn't get to play a practice round before today. The official practice round day was yesterday, and they weren't letting anybody else get on the course any other day. So seeing as I was down in Albany for US Open Local, no practice round. Now, I know this course. I've been competing on this course since I think 2016 was the first time that I competed there. Like, I have notes on this course, a lot of notes that have all just seemed to have disappeared. So this meant that I had to stay up last night using Google Earth Pro and a course management app called Decade that I use to, as quickly as I could, put together a new yardage book. So I didn't get to bed till just after midnight. Alarm went off at 5:30, not enough sleep, but just gonna have to do the best we can today. It's gonna be a grind, it's gonna be tough. It's also raining, it doesn't look nice out. Just gotta embrace this challenge, do the best we can. I am just waiting for my coffee to finish brewing. Then I'm gonna get my body warm, have a shower, hit the road, head up to Blainville. See you guys soon. Okay, it is 6:45. I've just left the house, making my way up to Blainville. Feeling a little more awake than the last time I spoke to you guys. You're not gonna get any of those nice scenery shots that you've gotten used to while I'm driving because I don't have Roxanne with me here this morning. I have Matt meeting me at the course. He'll be on the camera today. That being said, catch up with you guys at the golf course.
chill.
I mean, ask me why it's good.
Why?
I don't know.
That was dead straight.
And here we go. Second qualifier in as many days. First hole, par 4, 420 yards. I'm hitting hybrid, just for placement. Bit of an awkward tee shot, hard dog leg right. Decent shot, but not my best. I missed it a little left into the first cut. Got 196 yards to a back left flag, and I am not messing with that thing. I'm trying to hit 7-iron to the fat part of the green, get a little ahead of it, leave the blade a little open, leave it front right. I'm on the green, but I literally could not have left myself a longer putt. I'm going to have to guess that I had about 70 feet here. Really nice lag putt. Pretty good read. So just sneaks by the right side of the hole. Goes about 4.5 feet past, but from where I was, I'm not complaining. I'm able to step up there, clean up my par. Solid start. Second hole's a par 3. It was playing 170 yards, slightly back into the wind. Pin is tucked on the right side up on a shelf. Interesting pan by Matt, but he manages to get the camera under control before the ball comes down. Really nice shot. That was good for confidence. Unfortunately, after he had hit record, it came back down that slope to the front. Hit a good putt here, but just kind of underread it. If I had hit that putt much further right, it could have gone further right once it got up top and gotten away from me, but I leave it about 2.5, 3 feet away. I'm able to clean up for my par. Now, third hole is a par 5. Just over 500 yards. Driver's coming out. We're testing it. We're going to see how this goes. I end up hitting a pretty good drive. Now, it fades on me a little too much, but it's not like a wild, wide right miss. I'm pretty happy. Finishes just in the right rough. I've got about 226 to a back right flag. Slightly into wind. I'm hitting 5-iron, and I am just thinking middle of the green. Hit a good shot. Pulled it slightly, so it ends up being a little more left side of the green. But it's on the green. We're in good shape. Got another long putt coming up, but very, very happy with that shot. So long eagle look here. Expected this putt to go right early. It did not. It went left at the end as I had expected. At least I had really good pace on it. So I finished about 2.5, 3 feet away. Chilling off the side with my playing partner here, waiting for other guys to clean up. I step in. I'm able to complete the 2-putt birdie. We are 1 under through 3 holes. Fourth hole, par 4, 426, back into the wind. Driver's out again. I start this down the left side. It fades on me pretty hard, but not enough to put me in the rough. I finished down the right side of the fairway. Again, considering how things have gone with driver, I'm pretty happy with that. 150 yards to a tucked back right flag. I'm hitting a little 9-iron back into the wind, and I absolutely stuff it. See the little sheepish look on my face there. I got about 4.5 feet here for birdie. Bury the birdie putt. We are 2 under through 4. On to 5, another par 4, right around 400 yards. This is a really nice hole. Dog legs hard to the left and around some water. I'm hitting 3 wood just to, it's basically just the safest shot that I can play on that tee, and I hit it exactly where I was looking. So confidence is feeling good at this point. I've got 120 yards into this flag. I'm hitting a little flighted down gap wedge. Really nice contact, really nice flight, just slightly left of the pin, but it does finish pin high. So giving myself birdie looks here. I can't ask for much more. Got about 12, 13 feet, I'd say. Slightly uphill, should turn right, just misses on the high side. A little unfortunate, but I'd hit a good putt. I'm able to clean up for my par, and we are moving on to the 6th hole. Bless you. 6 is another par 4, just over 400 yards, 413 to be exact. Driver's back out. This one was nice. Started down the left, faded it back to the middle of the fairway. Cannot complain with how driver's been going so far in this round. So here I've got 106 yards in to a left flag. Little downwind. I'm playing a little sand wedge. Hit a good shot. Hit my number. Just put it a little bit further right than I wanted it. By no means a bad shot, but that's why I look a little disappointed with that one. Downhill putt breaking from my right to left. Really, really nice putt here. Just dropped it right in the center of the hole. We are 3 under through 6. Now, 7. Tough par 3. 190 yards to a sucker back left flag, and I am not messing with that thing. Got it a little downwind, so I'm hitting 8 iron to the fat part of the green, and I hit the exact shot that I wanted. Gives me a bit of a long look for birdie, but I'm fine with that. I just want to make 3 and get out of here. So this was the first kind of sign of weakness. This is where I started running out of gas. This was a terrible read. And I also hit it too hard, so didn't have much going for me there. Left myself about 6 feet from my par, and I am able to clean it up. Keeps a clean scorecard going, 3 under through 7. 8's a par 5, 520 yards. First little miss with driver. Not a bad swing, just caught it a little bit out of the heel. It ends up okay. It covers the bunker down the right side. I end up in the right fairway. I've got 236 in to a tucked left flag. There is water left. I'm hitting 4 iron towards the right third of the green. At least that was the plan. This is where the struggle started. I stay on my right side a little too long. I hit a little fat. The club face turns over and it goes into the hazard. So, not great, but I love that my body language didn't change. That was really big for me. And this is fun. This is actually the first time I'd ever done this. I'd never taken my shoes and socks off to play a shot. Ball was very playable. A lot of water behind it, but it was actually setting up quite nicely. To me, this was an easy decision to get in there. I figured anything I could put up and onto the green. I'm walking away with par. At worst, if I'd taken a drop, the up and down for par after the penalty stroke would have been tough. So we got an outside look at birdie here, about 25 feet. Man, I hit a good putt here. The line looks so good. Just needed a little more pace to get there. That would have been an absolutely killer birdie, all things considered, but I am more than happy to step up there and tap in for my par. 9's a 412-yard par 4. Awkward tee shot, hole turns a little left. I'm hitting hybrid, and I just pull the crap out of this thing. I pull it so hard left that Matt can't even get where it lands in frame. I ended up getting super lucky here, as we will see in a second. I'm left of the cart path, my feet are on the hazard line, but I have a shot. I'm really not that obstructed by the trees. I've got 90 yards in. Little lob wedge, kind of flighted down, draw it around a couple of branches. Hit a good one in there. Great distance control. Put it in there about 12 feet. Somehow have a look at birdie here. So good look at birdie. Hit a great putt. Getting tired. Can't really read the greens. Overread it a bit. And yeah, you know, it's been a long couple days. Anyways, clean up for my par. 3 under through 9. I'm feeling good. 10's a par 3. Playing 170 yards. Wasn't really sure where the wind was, but I'm playing a really soft 8 iron here, and when this is in the air, I am licking my chops. I thought I had hit the perfect shot right on line. Finishes about 10 yards short, so a little confused about the distance, but not disappointed with the execution. About a 30-footer here for birdie, going uphill. Should turn right once it gets up the slope. I hit a great putt, just didn't quite get it high enough for it to start turning right, but still good pace control. Not going to complain. I'm able to step up there and clean up for my par. Now, this is where things get interesting. 11 is a fairly short par 4. The dogleg's hard right. Now, unfortunately, Matt did not record my first tee shot. I'd hit driver and I'd blown it right. I thought it was going to be long enough to clear the corner. Even though I'd missed it, it did not. So this is me stepping up to hit my provisional. As you can see, I've got 3 wood out this time. And once I get set up to hit this shot, you will see that there is no chance that I was going to miss this ball to the right. Yeah, hard left. Hard left. Thankfully, this ball did not hit the cart path. Would have been fine, but I was very lucky that we found the first ball. Now, it was plugged through the leaves. I ended up calling a referee in. We deemed it had broken ground under the leaves. I was able to take a drop, which is great because it was basically unplayable before the drop. I'm able to chip it back out into the fairway, give myself a chance to hit a wedge in, and maybe get up and down for par. So I've got 106 yards here to the flag, 56 degrees out. I hit a really nice wedge shot here. Again, on a great line, right where I wanted it. Didn't want to go right of this flag. Nice. Left myself in a good spot. I've got a chance to save par. About 12 feet. Little downhill, breaking a little bit right. Hit a great putt and just goes over the right edge. So Bit of a heartbreaker. Would have been really nice to have kept a clean scorecard, but bogey, not the end of the world, all things considered. 12's a par 5, long one, 568 into wind. Seeing as I'd missed the last drive right, of course, I hit this one off the toe and miss it left. Now, I'm fine. I'm in play, but not ideal. And this is definitely not ideal. I am on a route. So I have a decision. I can take it unplayable or I can play it. And I know that if I play this, it could be an early end to my season, but I'm in good shape here and I have showed up to win today. So I hit a nice hook 8 iron around some trees. You will hear in the video the relief that I did not hurt myself. I got about 150 yards in here for my third shot. I'm hitting a little 9 iron. Again, get a little out ahead of it. Sequencing is just a little off at this point. Leave it a little short right, but it is on the green. Gives me a very outside look at birdie. But all things considered, I'm alright. So, long birdie look. I don't know if this was a misread or if I was just so tired that I couldn't align myself properly, but I missed it on the low side. Again, good pace. Can't complain. Considering the tee shot and where it ended up, I will take the easy par. 13's a 400-yard par 4, dog legs to the left. I'm hitting 3-wood, and I hit an absolute beauty here. Just a nice, tight draw down to the left side of the fairway. You'll see it come down just over the bunkers there. Very nice execution. That one felt great. It leaves me with 106 yards into wind. I'm hitting a really soft kind of flighted gap wedge. There's no chance a 56 degree would have got there into that breeze, and I hit an absolute dart, put it to about 5 feet. Was thrilled with the execution of that shot, not gonna lie. So 5-footer for birdie, hit a good putt. It breaks a little more than I thought, but it does sneak into the left side. That gets us back to 3 under. On to 14, again, 400-yard par 4. I'm hitting 3-wood because I'm just not feeling great with the driver, and I hooked the absolute crap out of this one. Unfortunately, from the tee, I really can't see where it finished, and I can't even remember what's down there. We get up there, I'm in the hazard. Can take a drop, or I can chip it out. I don't have a shot at the green. The chip out is the easy decision here, because at least I can advance the ball, give myself a good number. Matt had a bit of a hard time tracking the ball on this one. We will forgive him. He'll get it at some point. Oh, had it. No, go left. Left. Oh, there it is. Way to go, Matt. 89 yards to a front right pin up on a shelf. Got lob wedge out. Hit a really, really tasty wedge shot here from the fairway. This legitimately looked like it had a chance of going in. Unfortunately, it was just past the flag, but still a very, very strong wedge shot. So about 9 or 10 feet here for par. Another great putt. This thing went right over the right edge with dying pace. You'll see my reaction there. I cannot believe that didn't drop. I tap in for my bogey. 15's a par 3, playing 160 yards, a bit downwind. I'm hitting a soft 9 iron. Again, hit a really good shot here. A little bit of a push. I was aimed a little right of the flag, to be honest, but ends up in a great spot. Giving myself a look at birdie, trying to get back to 3 under. Got about 10, 11 feet here. Little downhill, turning from right to left. Hit another great putt. This one kisses the left edge and stays out. So, giving myself chances. Can't ask for much more. Really need some putts to start dropping, though. I'll go ahead, tap in for my par. 2 under, 3 to play. Now, 16's a par 5, 526. I pulled driver out even though it wasn't going well, and I hit my best one of the day, and Matt forgot to press record. Anyways, I have forgiven him. We're back on speaking terms. I've got 5 iron, about 220 in to a tucked left flag. There is water left. I'm going for the middle of the green. Just want to 2-putt my way to birdie on this hole. Like I have with my longer clubs. Most of the day, I stay a bit on my right side. I hit it a little bit fat. I miss it a little bit left. I get in the way of the shot. My bad. Finished in the bunker. Not a bad spot. Fairly simple little up and down. Hit a really good bunker shot. When this thing landed, I thought it might actually go in. It just kind of checked up and didn't release down the hill. But I've gotten myself another 4-footer for birdie, and this was just terrible. Now, that putt, I meant to start right edge, and going back over the footage, I realized that I was aimed kind of left center, so I am so tired at this point, I can't even tell where I'm aimed. Tap in for my par, on to 17. Now, I know that the best round of the day so far is 2 under. There's still a lot of players to go, but I know the winner gets an automatic in, so I'm trying to get to 3 under here. 17, par 3, playing 172 downwind. I hit a 9 iron to about 5 feet, right above the flag. Great shot. Not the best leave though, it leaves me straight downhill, but I was just going for proximity here. Slight misread here again. I felt like I hit a great putt, and you'll see that thing just break offline so early.
Yeah.
I'm getting frustrated here, because I have given myself looks, and I have just not converted. I make the 2-footer for my par. We are 2 under, tied with the leaders so far, going on to 18. Now, 18's a tough hole. 444-yard par 4 that takes driver and, for me, 3-wood out of play. So I hit hybrid, hit it good, but I miss it left because I'm still out of sequence.
You're
Ends
fine.
up in the left rough. I don't think it's too bad, but then we get up there and I realize that I can't even see the green. So I've got 190 yards in, and I'm trying to hook an 8-iron around the trees, trying to get it onto the green. I got the hook. Unfortunately, I hit it a little bit fat, so you can hear me yelling at it at the ball for it to go. It finishes in the collar short. Not the worst leave, but now I need to get this up and down to tie at 2 under. Pretty simple up and down. Thought I'd hit a really good shot. I was expecting to drive this down a little low. It just kind of rode up the club face a little bit and took off a little high, so it didn't release the way I was expecting it to. I've lifted myself about 18 feet for par here, and this putt is to tie the low score so far for the day. I'm not leaving this short. Hit a great putt. I thought I'd made it. It lips out on the high side. It goes about 5 feet past, but hey, I was giving that one a run. The next one to me didn't really matter. Hit a great putt here. This one didn't break. Lips out on the high side coming back. It's a very, very unfortunate double bogey to finish what I thought was a pretty damn good round of golf.
Okay, guys. First off, I want to apologize for not having done some kind of breakdown of that round as soon as I got off the course. I'm sure I went over this at some point in the voiceover. I am exhausted. I started running out of gas on the 8th hole today and just grinded my way through the rest of the round. A lot of positives to take out of today, especially after yesterday. Amazed that I was able to turn it around mentally the way that I did. Obviously, it was a very unfortunate finish on 18. I really didn't see that coming. I thought I'd made the first putt, and the second putt I felt was maybe the best putt I'd hit all day. But, you know, as tired as I was at that point, you guys will have seen it. Reading greens on the back 9 was very challenging. I hit a lot of good putts. I gave myself a lot of good looks and just could not get the ball to find the hole. So when I got off the course, the leaders were at 2 under. So had I parred 18, I'd be tied with 2 other guys for the lead at this point. The even par finish at the moment has me tied 6th. The top 13 and ties get through this and go into the Monday qualifier for the Canadian Open. So there are still a lot of players on the golf course. I was the last tee time of the morning wave, so there's a lot to happen, but right now things look good for getting into the Monday qualifier. It's not a lock, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon pretty nervous as I scoreboard watch, and basically just gonna keep my fingers crossed that we finish inside of that top 13 and ties to give myself a shot at that Monday qualifier. So, unfortunate finish aside, and you know, some struggles on the back 9, I'm very proud of that round today. Considering what the last week has been like, and specifically what the last 24 hours been like, to go from playing the way I did in Albany yesterday at the US Open local qualifier to playing, you know, what realistically could have been a very special round of golf today with the amount of greens that I hit and the birdie looks that I'd given myself. I mean, I hit 15 greens. The only greens I missed, the first one was 11 because I had to chip out of the woods after the driver let me down. On 14 because I'd hit a 3-wood left and had to chip it out of the hazard. And then on 18, which I mean, realistically, even though I hit it fat, hitting the green from there would have been a remarkable shot. I didn't leave myself in that bad of a spot. But the ball striking, at least with the irons, not the long irons actually, but mid irons, short irons, and wedges were quite strong today. For a guy who, when he got off the golf course yesterday, had his confidence level at about 0 out of 100, I'm very proud of my turnaround going into today's qualifier. And it gives me hope, it gives me something to build on. So, exciting day so far. It's not over yet. like I said, I'm going to be leaderboard watching for the rest of the afternoon. For now, I'm going home to rest as much as I can because I am absolutely exhausted. But I will keep you guys updated as to what happens on this leaderboard as the afternoon continues.
All right, guys, it's been just over an hour, I think, since you last heard from me. I just got home. We are currently T7, so we've dropped one spot. We can still afford to drop another 6 and get through. So nervous times, refreshing the leaderboard like crazy, kind of frustrating because they only update after 9 and 14. There's no live scoring, so massive amounts of time go past and it doesn't seem like there's any update at all. Anyways, keeping my fingers crossed, feeling good, but anything can happen. There's a lot of talented players in the field, a lot of guys who can make birdies. I'll be back with another update soon.
All right, guys, another update. Still T7, still looking good. Less guys out on the course. Groups from the afternoon wave are starting to finish up, so I'm starting to feel better about it. A little less nervous than I was. I'm not refreshing the scoreboard as consistently as I had been, but it's not over till it's over. So, just hang in there.
All right, guys, 7:20 p.m. Finally official. We are in. I think it was a T7 finish. Doesn't really matter. T6, T7, I don't know. We are in to the Monday qualifier for the RBC Canadian Open. Obviously, this is huge. I am a little bit sour because the lowest rounds of the day, there were 2 guys at 2 under. So had I just parred 18, I'd be in a playoff probably right now to automatically get into the event itself, as there was 1 automatic qualifier. And let's say maybe I'd made that par and I'd made one of the 3 very makeable birdie putts that I had on 15, 16, or 17, then right now we would be in the RBC Canadian Open. Either way, considering what the last week has been, specifically the last 24 hours, I am thrilled that I can say that right now I am 18 holes away from playing on the PGA Tour. I am so proud of the way I grinded out there today, because I could have thrown in the towel very early. Even though the round was going well early, I ran out of gas very early, and it took everything I had just to come in and scramble in and finish even par where I did finish. But good enough to get us through. PGA Tour Monday qualifier coming up in 2 weeks. I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but I'm happy to bring you guys on this journey with me. Guys, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment down below. I'll be back soon with the next installation of Road to Open qualifying, because now the series continues. Cheers, guys.